One of Overwatch 2's newest maps, Suravasa, has a few hints to both existing and possible future content. Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm James from the Omnic Post. At the start of Season 6 or Overwatch 2 Invasion, a new game mode was added to Overwatch 2, Flashpoint. And it came with two new maps. They are two of the biggest maps we've ever seen in Overwatch. And they both are gorgeous and unique in their own way. The team at Blizzard keeps outdoing themselves when it comes to these maps. And I think there are not a lot of games that put so much love and detail into their locations. Especially since about half of it will be completely missed by most of the players. But that does not mean they should stop doing it. I'll make sure people get to see the details. In the first of two videos I plan to make on these maps, I want to have a closer look at Suravasa, or the India map as it has been called for the last 3 years. That's right, we've known about this map for 3 years already. The first look we got at Suravasa was back in 2019 at BlizzCon. It is the setting for some of the PvE story missions. Missions we haven't seen to date, but that, as I discussed in my previous video, might be part of the next batch of PvE content. The continuation of that cliffhanger that they left us with at the end of the invasion missions. If you want to know more, check out that video. I posted it earlier this week. Suravasa was actually not only going to be a PvE map. The designers in Team 4 unveiled recently that this map was meant to be a 2CP map. But as we all know, that mode got scrapped with the release of Overwatch 2. So they took the art kit and they made it into a Flashpoint map. And to be honest, it does kind of show. Don't get me wrong, it's a gorgeous looking map with some amazing architecture and breathtaking viewpoints, but it feels a little less dense than the new Junk City map, for instance. But as I said, it is a great map, and if I'm allowed to highlight something not a lot of people have noticed, it has some great, amazing sound design. It is such a pity that players miss out on all of it, mainly because of the combat noise, the voice line spam, and the fact that we are so focused on the actual objectives. Hopefully. But do yourself a pleasure. It is so worth it to take the occasional saw in a custom game to listen to the people talk, the birds chirp, and that meditation bell in the spawn room. Listen to that. Truly a Zen moment. And while you're at it, check for these 5 secrets, Easter eggs, or whatever you want to call them. Just a few things that hint to existing and future lore. The first few are kinda hard to miss since they are plastered all over the walls. All over the map you'll find these posters. Some for the local cuisine, others for local talent. And then there's this one. At a first glance it looks like some hooded figure. At least that's what it looked like for me. Like an Assassin's Creed box art. But turns out that it is a wanted poster and that the hood is part of a very impressive haircut. It is the wanted poster for Lifeweaver. While on the poster they use his real name, Niran Pruksamani, or Niran Pruksamani, according to my translation. Anyways, good old Lifeweaver is wanted because he stole the BioLite technology that he himself developed from his former employer, the Vishka Corporation. As to be expected, Vishkar has a substantial influence in the region. This is their home turf, or close to it at least. Well, close to Indian standards. You can see some recruitment posters for the university hanging around the town. And then there's this second poster that I think might be hinting at an important city for Vishkar. This poster promotes the City of Light, and it mentions Vashikaran, but I used Google Lens to translate that, and it might be meant to say Vishkar, because the recruitment poster for the university also mentions Vashikaran. Vashikaran is an existing term, but it is, it's kind of special. It's a meditation term. It's a ritual and type of mantra used to gain control of someone, a situation, a person's soul, or even an animal. It basically is a love spell. Ancient Indian stuff, occult stuff even. So either Vishkar is working on a very efficient dating app, or Google Lens is just slightly off on that translation. In any case, back to the City of Light. We know that Vishkar uses hard light to build self-sufficient cities. We know about one of those cities, Utopia. Now, is this poster advertising Utopia? You know, hopefully we'll find out one day. Next up is this wall painting. This is Aurora, the first sentient Omnic built by Mina Liao and the older sister, I guess, to Echo. She created or unleashed the Iris by sacrificing herself to save her fellow Omnics from Anubis control, and by extension she ended the Omnic crisis. She saved all of us. There is supposed to be a big golden statue of Aurora in this town, which was damaged by Vishkar and later repaired by Symmetra in the Restoration short story. But I haven't found that one just yet. What I also didn't find are the gators, or the crocodiles. See, in the teaser trailer they released ahead of the release of Season 6, they showed off these gators/crocodiles that were supposed to be somewhere on this map. Well, I found the spot where they were supposed to be and they're not there. Not even underwater. By the way, that is a new water shader. Looks impressive. I presume that they might have impacted the performance of the map a little too much. Maybe the new shader had them bugging. Or Team 4 was worried that players were going to jump down to try and pet them. Junkrat players, that is. Another part of the map players might want to visit one day is this floating base, I guess? It is kind of insane how big and impactful it is, but how few players have actually noticed it. I presume it is a Vishkar station. It definitely is defying all laws of gravity. And it is less noisy than those Nullsuck, the battle cruisers sound, does that. I have a lot of questions about that thing, and I'm afraid we'll never get the answers. But it looks cool. Other than that, the map is riddled with all types of signs in Hindi. Most of them have the English translation next to them. Except this one, which is for free Wi-Fi. Good to know. Kind of funny that in 2076 we're still using Wi-Fi. And this sign says Varanasi, which is an actual Indian city on the Ganges River. So either it is some type of advert or it is the hometown of one of the artists. Varanasi represent. But tell me, have you found any hidden details on this map? And which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Join me during my streams on twitch.tv/DamesIsTV and make sure to subscribe for more updates on Overwatch.